up-and-comers. This kid at 18 has so much style, has come back from so much, and here he is, run number 1, Van Steenbergen on course.
Opting to take the long way around here on this ridge line. Look for him to drop in and then really have to start putting together a solid flow for those judges, and he's doing such right now. Lots of control, downhill rider, big hip. Setting up for a big drop. Oh, that's a huge drop, getting a lot of speed as he heads to the canyon. Oh, no way! Oh, no!
And Van Steenbergen executes the front flip, but pays the price.
Suspension can only do so much, okay? It's, you know, these bikes have suspension, but that can also work against you sometimes. So you're
with a 36.75, but Hunziker's on course, and we're underway with run 2 here at Red Bull Rampage.
So things to look out for. It's not going to be a complete change of line. It's going to be a change of what things they are doing in that line. So that you look for more tricks, maybe a faster flow, and just an overall more aggressive approach.
So Kenan, what you're saying is these guys will probably take the line they took in run number 1, either clean it up or add to it.
Correct. He's dropping in off that ridge. The first group of riders have all seemed to make their way down to that GoPro step down. There.
Hunziker picking his way through here. Will he go for the big features? Remember, we still got the Red Bull Canyon Gap and the GoPro step down in play, as well as the Polaris Razor hip jump.
He's making some speed as we go to the GoPro step down, 49 feet, 22 foot down, no problem.
And using every centimeter of that suspension as he came crashing down to the red soil. Now he's got the speed, now he's got the flow.
Oh no!
No, he comes up short. And Kenan, after completing at Rampage.
He did, but you know, small mistakes are costly. This is not that small, actually. He totally front wheel cases that canyon gap. Now that was one that they built for the jump.
Laid down one of the early best runs with a 69.25. Since then, it has certainly gone up with a 95.25 being the top score laid down by Spain's Lacandegui.
Remember though, he's a young rider, he's new to Rampage, and he's doing a fantastic job. If this is your first time out and you're handling the pressure as well as Carson, it's a win in my book.
Helicopter shot giving you an idea of just how narrow a path they are dealing with here as he picks and chooses his way on that limited size goat path.
Yeah, not a sport for you if you have vertigo. There he goes, dropping on in, and the speed just accelerates so fast once that happens. Yeah, big backflip, and he ejects.
And Storch has to pull the ejection cord.
Wow, there was a lot of pop on that backflip, Todd, and I think it might have scared him. I think because he had so much pop.
Well, that's the good news. He's up and pushing his bike away, but he had the sense that he knew right away that something was not right.
So much of what the riders are doing, these tricks are based in feel. You know, I mean, they're like little Jedis out there, and it's a matter of knowing your body and knowing the physics of how you are traveling when you're rotating a backflip far in the air. It's a dangerous thing if you get lost, but here he looks over and he goes, oh no, I'm going way too fast. Again, watch his head and watch how he pops off that lip. Lots of compression. Boom, he just yanks off, and he was going to travel way too far. So what he does is he jumps off. And he's back on course here, but this run, unsalvageable. He's going to have to rest on what he's done previously. But still, I have to reiterate about Carson. Again, he's been riding, as I said, since he's 2.5 years old, and now he's riding with the best in the world. Suicide no-hander on that step down.
Storch now making the most of this run to see what, as you said, he could salvage from it. Hit the big feature of the GoPro step down, now a 360, and again, it goes wrong. Talk about giving the fans a show, though. He goes down twice and still is going to ride it to the finish line.
Rampage getting things off, starting really strong here. It's very similar to what we saw in the first run. Really strong. And he looks like he's heading for the canyon gap.
Rampage will backflip it. Oh! Horribly wrong.
This is every rider's worst fear when you're doing a backflip coming up short and hitting that front wheel. Again, watch the front wheel. He just did not have the distance. And that bike and his body took the full force brunt of traveling forward at speeds of up to 30 miles an hour. You know, it's murder on the body. And, you know, this is the risk these guys are out under. And I'm glad he's given the thumbs up, because that